Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes and it has been ages since I've put a video out on this channel, so apologies for that. I've been super busy, not only caring for my dad but trying to find time to work on my cars so that I can make videos for the other channel, but not complaining because a busy life really does suit me better. It keeps me occupied. There's way less chance of me allowing my mind to tell me that it's a good idea to go and do silly things like get high and get drunk. And yeah, life's good. Although today I've been laying in puddles working on my car. My little brother has taken my dad for a couple of days, but he did come back today. My girlfriend's actually on her way down with my dad to pick me up from the garage. And yeah, I've told her to bring me a towel and some spare clothes. I want to send a massive thanks out to everyone who has been in touch asking how my dad is. I'll just give you an update on how he is since I recorded the last video. We actually came round here. Actually, this is where I used to live. I just needed to get some stuff done on my cars, so I decided to bring my dad with me. You know, I'm just trying to care for my dad and get other stuff done, because ultimately if I can't carry on making videos and being a YouTuber, I'd have to go and get a job, and then I wouldn't be around to look after my dad anyway. So yeah, we came round to here and instantly he was like, right, I need a toilet. And I was like, all right, I'll take you to the local Tesco's. And he was like, no, I'll go around the corner. Like, and it's like, Dad, you don't live here anymore. And he's like, yeah, but she'll let me use the toilet, like meaning my mum. Like, it's like, no, she doesn't live around here either, Dad. You know, you both live in Northampton, you know. So yeah, he didn't remember. So I took him to the Tesco's, and on the way there he started throwing out loads of accusations. Me and my little brother are just out to get him, or out to throw him in a home. He was using some very colourful language. He even stormed out of the car at one point, and I'll be honest, I got to the point where I rang my brother and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, you know, this has obviously rapidly got, you know, really bad. Like, and yeah, we kind of nearly come to the conclusion that we should go to A&E and just, you know, hand him in, like, because it's just, you know, unbearable. In the end, I sort of nearly lost my rag, and I just said to my dad, get in the car. Like, he stormed out of the car and I just said, get in the car, you're going to get sectioned. And he got back in the car. And then my girlfriend was on loudspeaker, like through the speakers of the car, and managed to calm him down. And yeah, that's the worst episode he's had since we've been looking after him. Although my girlfriend did say he's in a bit of a mood today since he came back from being with my little brother. We did take him to the doctors, and they done like a bit of a test for the memory, and you know, he was getting frustrated and being uncooperative, saying some quite depressing things. You know, my dad's got a weird sense of humour, so you never know what's real and what's not. But yeah, saying things like, you know, I'm old, you know, let me die, and things like that. But yeah, he failed to answer most of the questions that they asked him to test his memory. And he was getting frustrated, but they also gave him a checkup and found out that he's got a bit of an issue with his heart. The rhythm is, what do they call it? It's he's got an irregular heartbeat, but they also found out he's got a fast irregular heartbeat. So now he's on tablets every day, and you know, every day I have to sort of say to him, right, you know, you remember your tablets? No. Well, we went to the doctors. You've got this wrong with you. You need to take these tablets. So it's another thing we have to, you know, remind him of. He's still, you know, every now and again he'll be looking in his pockets and looking around our house, and it's like, Dad, what are you looking for? I'm looking for my phone. I have to remind him, Dad, you lost your phone when you went missing. He'll be looking for his keys, like, where's my keys? Dad, we've got your keys. We had to take them off you because you can't drive anymore because you went missing. So yeah, you know, he's clearly still, you know, forgetting stuff, and that's not going to get any better. In fact, it's going to get worse. But yeah, we've been caring for him, and my mum actually comes home in 2 days, and then we've got to all have a sit down and decide exactly what we're going to be doing moving forward, because, you know, my mum needs to realise that he's ill. She needs to accept that he can't be on his own. She's going to need to deal with it, you know, head on, without getting the ump with him though, you know, because you know yourselves, when someone's got the ump with you and they're sort of talking to you in, you know, with attitude, like, you're not going to be cooperative no matter what the situation. So, you know, in that situation where my mum gets annoyed, it's like, oh, you know, I've already told you, like this, and has to repeat things, then obviously my dad's ego is naturally going to be fighting against that. So, you know, she needs to, like we have, resist the urge to get frustrated, because it, you know, it gives my dad's ego an excuse to not be cooperative. And it's funny actually, like quite a lot of what my dad's going through, you know, I have been able to analyse in terms of, you know, things I've had to analyse in myself, you know, in terms of ego and, you know, how you react to things. And my dad is like scared of going into a home. Like he wouldn't put it that way, but you know, he is getting frustrated and it is uncomfortable for him. Again, he wouldn't admit to those things, but I can see it because of, you know, how I've had to analyse my own mind. You know, because sometimes in my dad's head, this is all being blown out of proportion, there's nothing wrong. And then other times, my dad sort of really accepts it. And, you know, there was a time where my dad sat down with me and he had a tear in his eye almost, and he was acknowledging how hard it's been for my mum for the last 18 months since he's been losing his memory, even though that whole time, realistically, he's been sort of in denial. So yeah, he sort of switches between different personalities, which again is something I can understand. You know, I fully accept that personalities aren't, you know, natural. You know, you can switch between different personalities, you can change your personality, turn yourself into a different person, but also, you know, your personality changes dependent on mood and stuff. You know, that's certainly something that I recognise within myself. So yeah, you know, this is a bit of a challenge, obviously, with my dad's illness and stuff. A challenge that we're going to have to deal with moving forward, actually deal with, rather than just ignoring it and hoping it will go away. And me being the sort of oldest son, I feel like I'm the one, and because, you know, I am at the moment really focusing on tackling things in life head on, not brushing things under the carpet. You know, I am focusing on turning myself into a better human being every day, a stronger human being every day, so that I'm ready to deal with things like this. So I do feel like I'm the one that's going to have to, you know, get my mum to sit down, get my dad to sit down, get my brother to sit down, and we're going to have to really plan how we're moving forward. I'm going to have to not allow my really, really, really down-to-earth mum to be like, yeah, whatever. It's like, no, like, you know, we have to tackle this, like, because otherwise my mum's just going to, you know, be not coping, but not really bothering to tell anyone that she's not coping, because she is quite a hardy woman. Although she will sort of, when we go and visit my mum and dad, like, tell us behind his back how bad he's been and stuff and how hard it's been for her. So, like, you know, she has sort of, that's been her sort of outlet and her way of offloading. But that's not any good. You know, I know from, you know, watching other people in life and from myself, you know, we all bottle things up and we don't actually mention them to deal with them. We just bottle them up, and then we go and tell other people to offload. But that offloading doesn't improve the situation, doesn't really improve how your mind's dealing with the situation. You've not dealt with a situation, but then it's built up inside you, and then you've just used any excuse to offload. You'd be better off putting that energy into dealing with things as they happen. Feel the emotions of what's happening, you know, tackle the negativity of whatever's happening in your life and deal with it there and then, rather than bottling it up and then just offloading at some time in the future. You know, that's never a productive way to deal with things. So I feel like I'm going to have to sort of lead the way in making sure that everyone does, you know, tackle this head on as it's happening. And also, out of respect for my dad, you know, just, you know, being honest with him and, you know, not sort of discussing this all behind his back and stuff. You know, all right, there's definitely going to be some conversations that we all need to have behind my dad's back in a way. But yeah, it's all about tackling this thing head on, tackling anything that comes up in my life head on. You know, that is how I see life nowadays. And I think, especially as a man, that is how you should be dealing with life. And, you know, as I keep banging on about on this channel, as a man, you need to be building yourself into the strongest person you can to deal with things like this and things that are worse. And I believe that eating healthily, you know, training every day is a major part of that. You know, not only is it going to make you physically stronger, but it's also going to make you more mentally resilient and mentally able to deal with challenges that come up. You know, and it's funny actually, it's really obvious to say, one thing that I've sort of kept in my mind, which kind of is relevant to everything to do with self-help, everything to do with, you know, the way I'm living my life at the moment, is that one of your main jobs as a man is to make yourself as strong as possible. Now that's going to mean not drinking alcohol, not taking drugs, not smoking. You know, those things are going to make you weaker. They're going to make you ill. They're going to make your body weaker. So it means eating healthily, giving your body the right fuel. You know, taking time out to do things like meditation and, you know, mindfulness exercises to make your mind strong, you know, so that you're easier able to not allow, you know, your ego and the negative side of your mind, if you like, to overtake you. You know, it's another way you're going to be building yourself into a stronger person, you know, training every day so that you can literally make yourself stronger, you know, make yourself bigger. So yeah, I just sort of always keep that in my mind. It's like whenever, you know, my mind starts fantasizing about doing anything that's not going to benefit me, whether it be, you know, get high, get drunk, or whether it be, you know, missing the gym, is that going to be making myself into the strongest person possible, which is my main duty as a man? Well, no. You know, getting high isn't going to make me into a stronger man. You know, missing the gym isn't going to make me into a stronger man. You know, eating a load of crap isn't going to make me into a stronger man. Now, don't get me wrong, every now and again, it's all right to have, you know, have a cake. You know, it was my girlfriend's birthday yesterday. I had quite a bit of cake and some crisps and stuff, you know, and I actually did miss the gym. But it's about most of the time focusing on making yourself into the strongest man possible, because it is your duty. It's my duty and it's your duty if you're a man. And if you are doing things to escape that are making you weaker, then in my opinion, that's not the right thing to do as a man. You know, at the end of the day, most people out there, or some people out there, can probably go out and have a drink at the weekend, can, you know, do whatever, eat crap, and maybe it doesn't affect them as much as it does me. Or maybe they're just not accepting the fact that it does affect them as much as it does, you know. So I decide to live a life nowadays where most of the things I'm doing are only worth doing if they are making me into a stronger man. And it just means that I'm going to be able to deal with life in general a lot better. Now, I get loads of messages from people that I inspire, you know, and that inspires me to carry on making these videos. You know, this channel really does help me out massively. I've noticed that, you know, there's a big gap between the last video and this video, and, you know, certain things have been cropping up into my mind. You know, it might be because I'm busy, you know, caring for my dad, because I'm busy in my life, but I do think it's partly also because I haven't put a video out on this channel as regularly lately as I would like, you know. So, you know, this whole life that I'm living now, you know, healthy eating, training, meditation, being nice to people, building myself into a stronger person, tackling things head on, you know, going to the gym, etc., and making these videos, you know, it's all part of, you know, keeping myself on the straight and narrow. And yeah, I need to keep doing all these things that I know benefit me, you know, day to day. But yeah, loads of you guys get in touch to say that, you know, my videos inspire you to improve your lives, which is awesome. You should all be trying to improve yourself, you know, whether it be a little bit, whether it be a lot, you know, it's worthwhile. It's going to make you happier, stronger. It's going to make you be able to deal with things better. So, you know, I'd urge you all to do that. But I have had a few messages, you know, where people don't like the way that I say things, you know, because in my opinion, if you are going to get drunk or get high to escape from your life, you are a waste man. Like, and I don't mean to call you a waste man. What I mean is, I'm a waste man for doing them things. And now that I don't do them things, and now that I do focus on making myself into a better human being, I am now no longer living life as a waste man. Now, I'm not going to stop saying that that kind of lifestyle that is what I used to do is a waste man, because that's my opinion. Now, if it triggers you by me saying that you're a waste man because you're getting high to escape from your life, then that's a reason for you to change your life and improve your life. That's not a reason for me to dilute what I'm saying. So, you know, I'm sorry if you feel triggered by anything I'm saying, but that is just an indication that it's time for you to change your life like I have. You know, it's not easy. Every day is hard, but it is very, very worthwhile. And, you know, the ratio of people that thank me for my videos because they're inspired versus the people that are a bit triggered because they don't like the fact that I now don't agree with doing things that make you weaker. You know, there's way more people that I'm inspiring than I'm triggering. But ultimately, whether you're being inspired or whether you're being triggered, it's still potentially a great thing for you if you use it as a reason to improve yourself. So look, I am going to try and make videos on this channel way more often. I think I need to stop, you know, sometimes I sort of think, oh, I don't know what I'm going to make a video on, or, you know, I'm thinking too much about what I should make a video on, when most of the time I just, you know, have a bit of an idea, hit record, and yeah, it just all flows out, because all of this stuff that I'm saying on this channel is true, it's from the heart, and, you know, it's coming from me, you know, genuinely. So yeah, I need to get myself packed up around here now, so I'm going to end this video here. Hopefully it won't be as long between this video and the next video as it has been between the last video and this video. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.